Unknown caller. To accept.
Want to fill out the paperwork.
Hold on, Reggie. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Isaiah, man. I'm calling from Philly. What's going on, son?
What's happening, brother?
No, I want to rap to Reggie about some stuff real quick, man. I want to ask him, what is his views about carbon-14 dating?
You're an Aborigine, brother?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I ain't with none of that.
All right.
Okay. Well, it's basically what it is. It is a scientific procedure to tell time based on the decay of carbon. Is it always correct? No. Can you use carbon-14 dating in all circumstances? No. There are different types of radioactive dating, but there's also there's also dating that has to do with material around trees of a particular age, and there's also dating around levels of the earth, right? During different time periods. So there's different dating. So carbon-14 is useful, but not always useful.
Oh, yeah, because I do a lot of journalist work, and I always ask the carbon-14 dating because a lot of, I see a lot of guys that believe in, commit. They believe that I think the whole argument stands on carbon-14 dating. Is I'm correct or no?
Whose argument?
The whole comedic, the whole argument about time. Let's say that. Let's say the argument about time.
No. Okay, so when it comes to humanity, right? When it comes to humanity, now there is genome data, right? So there's DNA data that has nothing to do with carbon. So that's tracing your.
That's dating talking about something totally different. I'm talking about the actual dating that's actually talking about the pyramid and saying how old are they.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so some of these artifacts, for example, with ancient Egypt, right? These artifacts, there's writings on these artifacts, or there are writings about this artifact in a decipherable language called Medu-Neter. So that, for example, if the pyramids Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure, right? We could.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Because this is my fact. This is not my fact. This is my understanding of it. Because I do a whole lot of journalism. So my understanding of it is that carbon-14 day. I understand it is the writing on the actual pyramid, but is it the dating? Is the writing on the pyramid the dating for the actual pyramid? So is the writing vandalism of a pyramid that's been around longer than the actual writing that was on there?
All right. Okay. So there are in ancient Kemet, there are several groupings of pyramids, right? For example, the first pyramid is the Step Pyramid by Zoser. Now we know this because Zoser's name is written all around this, and we know the builder of the pyramid, which is Imhotep, because of the writing. The other pyramids come much later. The other part of it is that the building material of the pyramids, we know where the quarries were. So we have a time frame in which we can deal with that. Yes.
I would have to disagree with you with the building materials. I'm arguing the fact that the pyramid is older than the writing. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I'm arguing that the actual pyramid is almost about 200 to 300,000 years older.
That's fine. I can understand. What basis? Can you give me your source to help me out? That says, first of all, when is the period that you're talking about? Because first I want to make sure that the human, the Homo sapiens sapien, was actually alive when you say this. So you say 200,000 years?
Yeah, and that's the thing. We will have to actually see I hate when we talk about sources because sources is hard to get
Of
over.
course you hate. Of course you hate when we talk about sources.
It's hard to get over that. Hold, let me finish. It's hard for us to do that over the phone. It's very hard for us to
Oh, it's easy.
You understand. Because hold. I would love to sit down and talk to you, brother. I want to let you know I do this. I'm a journalist. I would love to sit down and talk to you. But
when it comes to dating, the Amin Ra squad is highly recommended.
Because this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You saying sources of history. You guys give a whole lot of historical sources, but we're talking about science sources. Now listen, a scientific fact is way different than an actual fact. So we understand that, we understand that a lot of dating that we're talking about are scientific facts. So they're not really concrete facts. And that's the part that I'm arguing.
Who is this, Reggie, who is this?
That's a brother that's called in. Leave him alone, Unc. You can talk to him. That's a brother.
Unc is on here.
Unc is on the line.
What?
I mean,
he almost there.
Hold on, Reggie. Let Unc ask the question.
Yeah, you're right, brother. Scientific facts aren't concrete. That's what makes it science. Religion is concrete. Remember that. You stuck. You can't move. So based off available information, the facts will change, bro. That's because that's how nature works.
And I totally get that.
Right.
And that's
the best thing we got. But that's the best thing we got, though.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to sit down and talk to you, brother, because it's a whole. This is when we talk about facts. If we really want to break down the facts, let's talk about the facts. But a lot of you guys, what y'all do is y'all talking about facts from books. Those books from a scientific. Those books come from a scientific point that African Americans or Black people do not stand on, and I want y'all to know that. These books that they write, that we have facts to, that you guys will call facts, I will not call these facts, but you guys will call them facts.
Okay, give us a fact. Give us a fact that is written that we can examine. Give us one source. Now, watch this, brother. You called this show. You called us.
I love this show.
Now,
He loved this show, brother. He loved the show.
No, and so we appreciate that. But if you call, anybody call better have their sources lined up.
That is correct.
I'm asking you for one source. I'm asking you for one source, brother.
And Dr. Reggie, that's what I'm at. That's what I'm telling you. Let me sit down with you, brother. I'm Isaiah Tilson.
Where you from, brother? Where you at? Where you at, brother? Where you from?
I'm in Philly.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Philly.
Let me ask you.
So hold on, brother. What you need to do is come up for the Son of the TV Awards, and we can get it in the back. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of time.
I would love to come down and talk to you guys, man. I'm really and yo, I'm not arguing. It's just more for me to know. I really do this as a journalist.
Brother, you need to come on down for that. You need to come on down, then, brother.
Give me one fact tonight. Just give me something I can do some homework on.
No, bro.
Give me one author.
I'm arguing. See, that's the thing. I don't do authors because your author is coming off of a scientific point. So we got to go to a scientific point.
Give me one of your authors. Give me somebody I can read so I can understand you.
That's what I do. All scientists. So that's what I want to sit down and talk to you about. I want to get us. We have to do all scientists. The authors that you guys are talking about are going back, and it's too much for me to get into right now. Y'all going back to science.
It's easy. It's easy. Just give us one scholar.
I would love to sit down.
Yo, hold on, brother. Everybody hold up for a minute. I told y'all it is not as easy as y'all think when you get on here. Because when you get questioned, you drop the ball every time. Y'all think it's easy. No, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. What you are saying is that What you are saying, my brother, is that you just want us to take your word for it. You ain't got no proof. You can't show us no proof right now. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. If you can't give us a source of yours. Hold on, brother. Brother, hold on. Hold on, my brother. Reggie is not asking you for his source. He's asking you for your source. Where do you get your information from? So now we want to sit back and learn from you and go and look up your information. That's all he's saying.
Okay, all right, so this is what I'm telling you. You do the research on carbon-14 dating, so you understand that is not concrete evidence.
Hold on for a minute.
Go ahead.
Tell me, carbon-14, right?
Yes.
Are you familiar with argon-40?
Yes.
You know, so there's more than just carbon dating. That's not the only thing. Carbon dating only goes. Hold on. Carbon dating only goes about 5,000 years.
5,000 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you understand what happens? They got a half-life.
Yeah.
Right? When something dies, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
yeah.
I mean, so I'm just trying to figure out. You got.
Okay. So my thing is that the carbon.
Hold on. You got radioactive isotopes.
Isotope. Yeah.
You know, and rocks.
Yeah.
You got 3 types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary rocks is the only place where you find fossils at. Igneous rocks is the only ones you can take date from, because the word igneous comes from the Greek word molten, meaning it was molten lava and it hardened up. And when it hardens up, the clock zeros. And so radioactive isotopes decay at a certain rate.
Yeah.
And to lead, what's it called? Lead 206.
But let me ask you a quick question real quick.
Listen,
what are we?
Uranium,
No, because we're getting off the point.
No, I'm going to show you something. Uranium 238, right? Atoms, radioactive atoms, turn into lead 206. Has a half-life of 4.5 billion years. So as long as you know the half-life, you can break it down into segments. So we don't. Now
that's the part. Now, sir, that's the part that I'm arguing. That right there, that hold, that number right there. No, hold. Let me get this in. Sir.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let the brother get it in.
Number, and that's not something that a scientist has to come up with. Hold, that's not something that we can argue, brother. Hold, let me get this out. Let me get this out, brother. That's not something that we can actually talk about, because that right there is a number that is made up. Now look that up in science. That is just a fact, brother. That is a made up number.
Listen, hold on. You made your point. Let me make my point. So you're trying to tell me a person that takes a candle, right, and burns that candle all day long. So they realize it takes a whole day to burn a candle. So you burn a candle and you stop the candle. All you got to do is know how much candle is left to tell what part of the day it is. Is that right or wrong?
That's absolutely correct.
But thank you. That's the same. Hold on. That's the same goddamn thing they do with the goddamn rocks. All they got to do. I'm gonna say this again. Uranium, right? Uranium 238. Okay. The atoms, the radioactive atoms, it decays. Listen, to iron 206. So all you got to do is count the amount of goddamn iron atoms, right? And
but you're explaining carbon data, and that is what I'm arguing.
Listen, don't.
Like, I don't understand what you're doing. You're explaining carbon data, and that's what I'm arguing. The number that you Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Well, you know what? I'm just coming to the sign at the studio awards.
There you go. There you go, brother.
I'm gonna come and we're gonna bust it down face to face.
There you go.
Hold on,
that's beautiful. I'm glad you're coming, bro.
Reg, I'm simply saying all they do. Listen, uranium 238 decays into iron 206. So all you gotta do is count the amount of atoms that's left over that has decayed to lead, nigga.
Okay, now, hold. Now, let me ask you something. Are you exactly for sure?
I can't talk to you. You're not making no sense. You're out there.
Okay, so with that, I gotta go, y'all. You always call in when I gotta leave, brother. I've been on the line. I've been on the line for 3 hours, 19 minutes.
You're very knowledgeable, brother. You seem to be very knowledgeable.
Hey, Reggie.
Hold on, brothers. I got the roll.
No, let me say what I'm saying.
Reggie, he is knowledgeable. Don't knock the brother. Let the brother have his knowledge. So, peace, Black Power, y'all. Black Power.
I want to start off the show by saying huge shout out, man. The Sinetta, man. I finally was able, for years, almost 2 years of calling, I was finally able to talk to Sinetta, man. Yo, man, that's one of the biggest things that I could ever do, man, is just talk to Sinetta, man. I was finally able to talk to Sinetta and Dr. Reggie and Ankh. It was a huge turning point in my life, y'all. I know y'all like, man, Zay is very hype. Yeah, man, because these are the guys that made me want to talk, get on the camera. I was always interested in science before the internet existed. And I live in Philly, so I just don't know who they are. You know what I mean? I was always interested in science and interested in, especially Black history. I was definitely interested in Black history a lot. And they was just one of the brothers that literally, I would watch them for hours and hours, man. And just to be able to finally get through. And the thing is that we was talking and they was like, man, where your research at? The thing is that I was calling. He was actually on air for about 3 hours. And I was calling for 3 hours, yo. Back to back, yo. And what happened was I went to sleep. No, mistaken. Me and my girlfriend, we went out and we listened to him in the car, and I'm still calling or whatever. We got to the destination, seriously, up by Chestnut Hill. Got to the destination. We eat. I get out, get back in the car. He's still on, so I'm still calling. You know what I mean? So we get home. It's like 11 o'clock at this point. I'm gonna put up the video. I got a do-rag on, got my shorts on. I'm sitting on the side of the step. And then she's like, I wanna go back out. I'm like, get something else. So I'm like, all right, come on. So I'm putting on my shoes, and she was like, before we leave, babe, call one more time, and then, that's the end of it. Calls one more time. I had peace and Black Power, family. It was a wrap. Inside of me, I'm like, oh shit, that's my man. I wanted to be like, oh shit, this my motherfucking nigga. What's up, nigga? Yo, da. But I know his platform, he'll be wanting to cussing and shit like that. And I get it, it's a big platform. You know what I mean? But I'm like, oh shit. So at first I'm like, oh. Yo, yeah, this Isaiah Tilson from Philly calling, and I just and we have a dialogue about carbon-14 data. And I think actually, brother Reggie actually agreed with me and said that science is not, carbon dating is not 100% true. Boom. Now we could have moved on, but me and got stuck into that thing. He wanted to break it down, and I get it. He wanted to break down and see, all right, do this guy really know what he's talking about? And you know what I mean? And I understand he wanted to break down to the form. And I'm just arguing the fact that the ratio of 15 minutes of neutrons disappearing is a ratio that they don't know. And that's just a scientific fact. They don't know does it disappears in 15 minutes. They just don't know that. They believe that it might disappear in 15 minutes. If we do it 10 times and it disappears and it expels in 15 minutes 5 out of 10 times, then that means that it's enough to prove scientific bars to be a fact. And that's the part that I'm arguing. The measurements of what to prove is a scientific fact is very, very low. If you do science, you understand that this is a lie. Carbon dating is a lie. Radioactive dating is a lie. The principles that carbon dating stands on is a lie.